Hello, all. Kevin Mark Boyle here from kevinmarkboyle.com. Currently, my website is not up and running. You can catch me on Facebook at Kevin Mark Boyle. The Mark is spelled M-A-R-C. You can look me up. You'll see a picture of me there with my car, and also me just hanging out. So come on over if you decide to. So I just decided I wanted to give a little talk here. I was kind of thinking about different things over the last few days and on my journey here. And so we're kind of, me and my children and my wife, mostly me and the wife, are on this weight loss journey. And there's this little competition thing going on that we are part of. And we've been losing weight, using some products to help us lose weight. And so that's pretty exciting. So what's going on? And COVID, here we are still, and we're all fighting to, stay in the world and stay healthy and stay with money coming in our pockets. And what are we going to do? And, I'm glad I don't have that worry. It's funny is, so I survived coronavirus. I had it, and it was 2 weeks of complete and total misery. I mean, completely sick as a dog. And it's funny, I was sitting back thinking, oh my goodness, if I was immune compromised or if I had any other sickness, how horrible it would be to have coronavirus. To fight coronavirus would be absolutely terrible. So I feel for anyone who gets it, because it's something you wouldn't want to wish on your worst enemy. I mean, truly, it's really, really horrible thing. But I had an interesting thing happen right after that. So, I mean, I still currently work, plus I have my business venture. I'm also in the process of writing a book, which should be, as long as things go the way I have projected, out by no later than end of 2021 here. My goal is to have it done, if I can, by the end of summer. But, things happen. There's always obstacles that happen in life. But projected, it should be done by 2021, end of summer, which I can't wait till that book comes out. I'm also working on starting my motivational speaking gig, which is starting up soon, and just going out and encouraging people that you can be successful no matter what it is, with some things by your side that you use and tools you use. You can be successful at anything you choose to do. The biggest thing of all is, of course, accountability, following a system that's proven pattern of success. These are things I talk about in other videos I've done. But my point on coronavirus is I still currently do have a regular job as well. Those who know me know what that regular job is. And if you really want to know, you can ask me. I won't be at that probably much longer the way things are going now, because I pretty much have my path drawn out already. But I tell everyone I still have a job because I want you to know that, to get to success, we all start somewhere, whether it's working for somebody else or having our own regular self-employed kind of thing. So how do you go from one to the other? Well, if you're curious, I can show you how. Just ask me. So coronavirus, back to my original story. So I fought coronavirus. I survived it. I'm okay. So I get back to my regular job, and, everyone there, they only rely on that one income. And of course, with coronavirus, when it first was real bad, they cut our hours to next to nothing. We were doing, a lot less work than we were doing before. So most of the people that I work with, they actually live off of their overtime, meaning their overtime, they count as their regular pay, which you shouldn't really do that, because when you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. And the reason being is once that overtime goes away, with a pandemic or anything it may be, now you're losing money and you don't have money to pay for the things you were paying for. So your bills suffer, and now you get behind and you put yourself in debt. And you don't want to do that. You want to make it so you don't have debt. So it was weird because I get back from, being out for 2 weeks, and everyone's like, oh, did you file for unemployment? I just kind of looked at them funny. I was like, no. And they were like, why not? That's 2 weeks of pay you went without. Oh my goodness. And I'm saying, well, I'm not really that worried about it because I have, a business and I have all these other things. I'm constantly adding things on that are going to eventually make me money. And that's where the entrepreneur brain and success brain from following a system that I was taught kicks in to play, because I'm saying to myself, I forget sometimes that there are people out there that don't have that system in their life, and they are in complete total panic mode when they don't have to be. If they just were willing to look at ways of achieving things. But, most of us are taught from a very young age when we go through, elementary school into high school and maybe even to college that, you better get a job, you better or go to school to get an even better job, because if not, you're not going to be able to survive and you might die if you don't have this job. And what's scary is they don't teach you how to do banking in school. And what they do teach you is very little. They don't teach you how to invest money in school. They don't teach you how to, handle money in school. It's kind of you pray your parents teach you the right way, and then you're thrown into the real world and you better pray that you figure it out real quick. If not, you're going to end up broke. And I'm talking anywhere from, I don't care if you work at McDonald's and you're, young, they should be teaching us how to take our money and make it into more money, and they don't. So I get back from my 2 weeks off from coronavirus, and all these people are in panic mode, and I'm just like, no, I'm not worried about it. And I was like, I didn't even know you could file for unemployment for being out for it. And they told me, yeah, you can. And I was like, I'm just not going to bother. I don't really need the money that bad, let unemployment go to people who actually need it, who are hurting. Why take away from something that can go towards people who are hurting, So that brought me to some other thoughts here. And I think I haven't been on in a while, and I'm sorry guys, I haven't been out here, recording on my channel or anything, or on my page. It's been a crazy show of things going on and putting things together, and the book and this and that. So I will find more time to do these videos for you guys. I love my fans and people who are following. Please like and subscribe to my page and to this video. Please leave a like and a comment if you'd like. I do not get paid currently from YouTube. It isn't even an avenue I thought to even think of to make money. If this eventually makes me money, great. It's just another way to make money, but I'm not looking at doing that. I'm just putting this out here because I'm just an average guy who's doing an unaverage thing and learning how to get to an unaverage place of success. Meaning I'm looking to be that story of that 1 in a billion people who took, not being taught anything and said, well, now I figured it out and here I am, and now look at me, and I'm saying, look at me to help others to do the same thing. I'm not doing it for my own gain. I want everybody out there to be able to have the things I've had and then some. I want everyone to be able to achieve. So I love helping people. It's probably my favorite thing to do. And when you can find something where you're helping people, whether it be with their financial situation, their life, getting them, maybe it's helping them to get off drugs or alcohol, or, maybe it's helping them to, build a new life for themselves out of nothing. That is my favorite thing to do, is to help people. And there are so many people out there who help people. But what I found is the greatest reward of all is when you help people, but you can, help people to gain financial, freedom or financial, support. And then in turn, of course, you're doing the same thing for yourself as you're doing that. That's the best way you can help people is just to help them so they can achieve. So one of the subjects I want to talk about also is accountability and why it's important. So my whole life, I was always told I was a runner or I was a pointer. And people say, what, a runner or a pointer? What does that mean? So runner, meaning anytime there was a problem or something I had to face the music for, I try to run away. I try to avoid it, try to get away from it. The other thing is a pointer. What is a pointer? So a pointer is somebody who will point the finger at somebody else. Why? Because they don't want to take blame for their own actions or for the consequences of the actions that they have done. Now, I'm not talking like I've done something extremely terrible or anything. I mean, that's not where what I'm saying is, but, you know, we all make mistakes in life. We all do things that, you know, one, we're not proud of, and two, that, you know, ultimately, you know, whether it be at a job or, you know, at a business or whatever it may be, you make mistakes, you fail. Failure is part of being successful, though, is you have to fail to succeed, but you have to have accountability. And there's a lot of different, you know, things out there that point to good accountability versus bad accountability. You know, I hate the fact that, you know, and this is, I'm not taking sides politically. That's not what I'm getting at here. But on the political fence, you've got, you know, one side which is left, one side which is right, and they're always pointing the finger at each other, blaming each other for the last 100 years of screw up. Let's face it, we've all screwed it up, guys. We have got it all wrong. There is never a medium. There's never a meet in the middle. It never will be. As long as the party lines are there, it's always going to be somebody pointing the finger at somebody else. Well, it's this one's fault, it's that one's fault. And it's not just political. It's in everything we have every day. The pointing the finger thing doesn't work. Unless people as a whole take complete and total control of their actions, one. Two, they take blame for their own actions. And three, they have accountability, as in they are willing to fix what their actions have done. Then it will never be fixed, whether it's political, business, if it's an oil spill and the company's not owning up to it, you know, anything like that out there. You have to have accountability. Without accountability, nothing happens other than a mess. So there's one thing. Two, the running game. So what's the running game? You try to avoid the problem as long as you can. You know it's there and you avoid it. You know it's there and you avoid it. Oh, it's coming for me. They're going to ask me questions about something I screwed up on. I'm going to run away. I'm not going to answer the questions. I'm going to hide. We see that a lot in the world. That's going to stop. You want to be successful at anything in life, you can't run away and you can't point fingers at other people. You have to own up for your mistakes and own up for things that you've done. And then the next step is you can't just have accountability as far as owning up to it and accepting it. You have to do what it takes to fix it. And I'll tell you, I still struggle with this sometimes. Why? We all do. Because we don't want to face the consequences or what can happen. But when you run away or you point fingers, the consequences only get worse. So have accountability, and no matter what you do, and if you do, things will change in your life for the better. Let's see. When you decide that you really want to be successful, start reading books by successful people in the field that you feel that you want to take on. Start putting yourself around positive people. You know, I have a group of people that I love spending time with because they're positive, they're uplifting, they help me. I have some that are mentors. Get yourself a mentor, be around your mentor, make sure your mentor is a positive person and that they're going to uplift you, encourage you, and invite you. And what I mean by uplift you, encourage you, and invite you, meaning uplift you, meaning even when you're at your worst, they're there to call you to give you a kick in the butt. My mentors, both of them, I have two go-to mentors. They both will give me a kick in the butt. one in one way, one a different way. And that's what's great about my mentors is they're not exactly alike. So they both give me a kick in the butt, but in different ways. So the first thing is uplifting is when you are at your worst, they need to be at their best. If they're not, then those aren't the people you want to be around. You know, if you're succeeding, you don't want them pulling you down to the bottom of the barrel. You want them pushing you up out of the barrel. If you're trying to get out of the barrel, they should be underneath you or behind you, pushing you up out of that barrel. You know, I heard one of my mentors talk about crabs. If you ever see crabs in a barrel or in a tank, when new crabs get poured in, the new crabs, they stay to the top and they're trying to pull themselves out of the tank or out of the pot or out of the, the barrel. And there's always these little scum suckers on the bottom that are already there, and they reach up and they grab that crab and pull them to the bottom. Well, you don't need people like that. You need people that are going to say, here, let me help you up and give you 10 fingers and lift you up out of there. So make sure that they're uplifting. That's one. Make sure that they're encouraging, meaning they're going to encourage you and teach you and help you strive to be your best. And then, of course, lastly, make sure that they're going to walk with you hand in hand through the steps to get to where you want to be. And they help you with your attitude, and they help you with positivity. Without those people like that, it will ruin you. You will I remember being a miserable person. I would be like, oh my goodness, I am so irritated all the time. I hate the world. I hate everything going on. I hate politics. I hate this. I hate that. It's this one's fault. It's that one's fault. That goes back to that accountability. No, you have control over what you put in your head, what you put through your eyes to see, who you hang around with. If you're hanging around with the wrong crowd or the bad people or, people that are negative, you'll become what you hang around with. So hang around positive, uplifting people who will always give you hands up. Find mentors that will help teach you and encourage you and give you a kick in the butt when you need it. So that being said, I'm going to leave it with that. I don't want to go too long, but I haven't posted in a while. If anyone needs to get a hold of me for anything, you can go to my Facebook page. You just can search in Kevin Mark Boyle. It's, Kevin, KEVIN MARCBOYLE on Facebook. You'll find me. You can send me a message through there if need be. The kevinmarkboyle.com, that will be coming up soon. I'm working on it as we speak. I wanted to make sure it'll probably be done when I get the book done, because I want the book on there. I want the speaking gigs on there, the life coach section, and then, of course, my entrepreneur business section also. So it is going to be created. It's just taking some time because I got so much going on. And then with coronavirus and everything, it just makes it harder. So I love you all, guys. God bless, and until next time when we get on here, like I said, I'll try to record more videos as I go here. I think everyone can achieve, that's for sure. And if you want to know how I've started to succeed and the vehicle that's taking me there, feel free to reach out to me. You can also get me on my email, kevinboyle319, one word, @gmail.com. Send me an email, and I'll get right back to you. We can set up a 30-minute, Zoom webinar. It's COVID, so I don't meet anyone in person right now. And I don't care where you're located, even if it's just to give you an uplifting talk to get you moving in whatever your venture is. Or if you're looking for a venture in a business venture, let me know. I have one that's been fantastic to me. It's growing, it's positive, it's uplifting, and you can make some good money. So if you want that as well, let me know. Just reach out to me. For now, love you all. God bless. And I'm going to leave you with a quote. It's actually from the Bible, and I'm not preaching religion. So if you're not religious, don't worry. I'm just saying in general, it's one of my favorite quotes I've ever seen or heard. It's Isaiah 6:8. And I'm going to just kind of paraphrase it a little bit. I'm not going to say it word for word because I don't have it in front of me. So basically, I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "And whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here am I, here I am, send me." So when you go out and help others and you have that attitude that here I am, send me, and you go do that, it's amazing when you help others, how blessed you become. I'm truly blessed for everything I have and everywhere I'm going currently, and I will continue to help bless others. I'm here for you guys. Let me go to work for you and whatever you need me to do. I love you all. God bless. Until next time, I'll see you then. Don't forget to like and subscribe.